Oh, it's a call from Sumide. I wonder what's happened. Hello? Angie, help me. What's the matter? Slowly take your time to relax and rest. Come to leisure at Hotel La 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 La. Hiya, my name is Angelica, but everyone calls me Angie. You can go ahead and call me that too. A few years ago I was running a gay bar, but now I own a small cozy restaurant called Angel's Diner. Is everyone watching this a regular customer of mine? I hope so. This is your first time hearing my stories, don't worry. There's still plenty of time for us to get to know each other. You'll be a big fan of mine in no time.
What was that song you were singing?
It's from a commercial that was really popular a long time ago. I guess you're too young to know it, Aya. It was such a great commercial. This is Ayame, my daughter. We're not blood related, but I've raised her ever since she was born. She's already turned 13 this year and is in the 7th grade. She's already a middle schooler. I can't believe how fast time just slips through my fingers. There's one more person I should introduce you to, a very important employee of mine, but where could he be? Oh, it's a call from Sumide. I wonder what's happened. Hello? Angie, help me. What's the matter? The person I'm on the phone with right now is a very important employee I was talking about. He's my best friend, Sumide. He's Ayame's biological father and used to be part of the mafia. A lot happened when Ayame was born, and he asked me to take care of her in his place, and is now living with us to take back Locke's time. But it's kind of an emergency situation right now, so if you're curious about what happened, then I'd be a very happy queen if you would watch the first video I appeared in. I don't have time to explain, but can you come to MoniRobo station ASAP? Yeah, of course. I want you to stay here and watch the restaurant, okay? I'll close up after myself, so just wait until I get back.
Sure. Don't worry about me. Be careful, Mommy.
Hey, taxi! Over here. I got onto the nearest taxi and rushed to the station to meet up with Sumire. It's 4 in the afternoon right now, and rush hour is only just beginning. I thought I'd never find Sumire until I caught sight of him sitting at a bench with an old lady I'd never seen before. Sumire, I'm here. What's wrong? Angie, hey, thanks for coming. I really need your help.
Oh, Megumi. Is this your friend? How lovely.
Megumi? I told you, my name isn't Megumi. My name is Sumide. I don't know you.
What's the matter, Megumi? Don't you remember me? I'm your grandma. It's me.
Grandma? Wait a minute. Sumide, what's going on? How did this happen? Well, yikes. It's impossible to get on a train at this time of day. It's packed. Crap. I'm supposed to go to the hospital to get a health check today, but there's no point if the trip there is going to cause me this much stress.
What?
Hey, Grandma, watch where you're walking. You're in my way.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Hey, you! Didn't your parents teach you to respect your elders? You're the one that bumped into her. What the hell's wrong with you? Huh? Who are you talking to? Are you okay, Grandma? Can you stand up?
Oh my, you're...
Hey, don't ignore me. Too slow, dumbass.
Well, that's embarrassing. I can't believe there are still people that act like that.
God damn it. Seriously, what an idiot. Here, Grandma, take my arm and let's get you up. How about I help you get home?
Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Welcome back home, Megumi. I've missed you.
Megumi? And that's how I met her, just half an hour ago. But it looks like she's confused me for her grandchild, Megumi. I don't know what to do. So, is the Megumi she's talking about a boy? Maybe he's like you and looks androgynous? Is that why he's confused? No, I don't think so. As far as I can tell, the Megumi she's talking about is a girl in high school. You're kidding. You look like a high school girl? How does that make sense? Grandma, I get that he's pretty, but you can't confuse Sumide for a 17 or 18-year-old girl. He is a guy, you know, even though he can pass as a woman his age.
Megumi's pretty? Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
I guess her hearing's not too good either. I called you because the conversation just keeps on going round in circles. I'm not getting anywhere, and I thought about taking her to the police, but I thought that maybe with your network, you could find out if anyone knows who she is, and we could take her straight home. You're right. I can do that. Leave it to me. I took a picture of the old lady and uploaded it to the group chat that I had made with all the other business owners close by to our restaurant. After just a few minutes, we got a response from Yoshio, the owner of the local butcher shop, and we found out that the old lady we had found was his mother, and her name was Sane. He was relieved to see that she was okay, especially since she had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's just 6 months previously. She had gone off wandering around the neighborhood by herself several times, but she had never gotten this far away from home. Apparently they had been looking for her for hours by the time we had contacted them about her whereabouts. It looked like she was Yoshio's mom from the butcher shop. Let's get her back before it gets too dark out. Yeah, you're right. Grandma, let's head home. Come on.
Yes, okay. Oh, Megumi, did you enjoy the fireworks?
The fireworks?
You said that you were going to go see the fireworks, remember? You even dressed up in a yukata and got your hair done with your friends. Oh, but why aren't you wearing it anymore, Megumi? Did you take it off? But it looks so lovely on you.
I told you. It was so lovely. But Megumi, silly girl, she got sauce on it when she was eating yakisoba from a food stall. We had to get it clean, that's all. Hey, Angie, you can't... It's just until we take her home, Sumire. Just play along with it. Huh? Really? Alright. According to Yoshio the butcher, Sane had Alzheimer's and it wasn't strange for her to start repeating things that she had already said a few minutes earlier. She would sometimes get her memories muddled up and would start talking about something that had happened years ago. If she was talking about fireworks, it made me wonder what memory she was reliving. That memory probably had something to do with why she had wandered out this far to MoniRobo Station. Angie, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for finding her and for bringing her back home. I'm sorry my mom caused you so much trouble.
Sanya, we were so worried about you. Where did you go? We looked everywhere. Oh, don't worry about me. I just went to collect Megumi at the station, that's all. It wasn't that far, right, Megumi?
Mom, you know that Megumi's not with us anymore, right? She's been gone for a really long time now.
What are you talking about, Yoshio? Look, she's right there. She's with us. She came back from seeing the fireworks.
When she said that, Sane reached out and clasped Sumire's hand, as though to reassure herself that her granddaughter really was there. But I could see that her hand was trembling too.
Sanye, you must be tired from being out and about. Why don't you come inside and sit down? Yes, I think I'll do that. I'm a little worn out.
Sane's daughter-in-law took her by the arm and led her out of the store into a room in the back. Angie, Sumire, I don't know how to thank you. I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry. Is it Megumi or... Yeah, Megumi is our only daughter. She passed away 5 years ago when she was on her summer holidays. It was finally coming back to me. I had met Megumi a few times when she was still small. She was a very intelligent girl, and she had gotten into a combined middle high school with a dormitory. And the last time I had seen her was when she was still in the 5th or 6th grade. It was no wonder I couldn't remember who she was when I had only heard her name. I hate to ask you this, but did your daughter look anything like me? Here's a picture. You're kidding. This is incredible. I've never seen anything like this. The picture of Megumi showed her wearing her high school uniform in front of the school grounds. But she really did look like the spitting image of Sumire. I wouldn't be exaggerating if I said it just looked like someone had taken a picture of Sumire dressed up in a girl's school uniform. I couldn't hold back my surprise. Honestly, I don't know how she confused our daughter for a grown man, but I guess this means that she just misses her and wants to think she's alive. No way, Jose. They could be identical twins if Sumire wasn't a guy. But I can't say that, can I? They don't want people telling them that their beloved little girl looks just like a grown man, do they? Oh, Grandma. Grandma was saying that she was going to collect Megumi from the station, but what does that mean? Our daughter was attending a middle school that was combined with a high school, and she was living in the dormitory there. But she would come back to visit during summer, and she spent her summer break here with us in the 11th grade too. She decided that she wanted to go see the fireworks with some friends that year, and we let her go. We expected that she would be home late, but 3 hours after the fireworks had finished, she still hadn't come back, and she wasn't answering the phone. My wife and I both left the house to look for her, and when we got to the station, we could see that there was a crowd and police trying to control the situation. We immediately thought that there must have been an accident and that Megumi had been caught up in it somehow. We asked a police officer nearby for information, and Yoshio went silent and didn't speak any further. There wasn't any need to. Even I could remember what had happened that summer. The annual fireworks display in the next town was pretty popular, and it was always hustling and bustling with people who had come from far and wide. But that particular year, it was planned that a famous boy band would be coming to play, and the countless crowd of people coming to see the fireworks and the concert was like nothing that the town had ever seen before. MoniRobo Station was especially overflowing with people who were waiting to take the train home, and due to the lack of order and any safety measures, several people had fallen onto the tracks. It was a terrifying incident that had shocked the entire neighborhood, and it was the first time I had heard that Megumi had been one of those people. The deaths and injuries suffered that day led to the fireworks display being canceled the very next year. It had led to a lot of changes within the station too. So the reason why Grandma had gone to the station was because she was either thinking of a time that she had actually gone to collect Megumi from the station, or she might have been thinking about the day that Megumi passed away. None of us know what she could be thinking. My mother's symptoms of dementia began 6 months ago, but until then, she had never mentioned anything about Megumi. She couldn't talk about it. That's when Yoshio's wife came back from the back room. How is Sane doing?
Well, she's actually insisting that she wants to go out and have a walk with Megumi tomorrow. She says that she won't be able to say Megumi once she goes back to school, so she wants to spend as much time as possible with her.
She says that, but what can we do? At that moment, everyone was probably thinking the exact same thing. Nobody could dare speak it out loud. Megumi should be right here, standing with us, but she isn't. No matter how much any of us begged for her to come back with us, Megumi wasn't alive anymore. Then I can drop in and check up on her if you like. Is tomorrow afternoon okay? What? But she might even realize that I'm not Megumi when she sees me tomorrow, but that's not such a bad thing. I realize that it's probably best that she figure out the truth for herself rather than us force her to accept that she's wrong. But are you okay with that? I can't spend the entire day with her, but it's no problem if it's a few hours. We're part of the same neighborhood after all. We should help each other out when we can. If you're really sure, I'd be so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do you think that you can come and see her a few more times this week? This week? My wife and I have been talking about this for a while, and we finally got around to making preparations a few weeks ago, but I think that it's best that my mother stays in a care home for the elderly, where they can watch over her 24/7. We're going to take her there next weekend. I understand. You can leave her to me until it's time for her to go to the care home. Like that, Sumire began paying daily visits to the butchers to see Sane. Sumire insisted that he was happy to do what he could to help, but Yoshio and his wife couldn't accept his kindness for free and wouldn't let him leave until he had taken a shopping bag full of meat to bring back home. Thanks to that, Angel's Diner is offering a super special mini meal on the house for every meal purchased. Thank you for waiting. Here's your ginger pork special. It's on the house. Enjoy.
Thank you for coming. I hope you'll come again soon.
Phew. You don't know how glad I am to have you here helping me, Ayame. You're a great help, honey. I better give you a boost for your allowance this month.
You don't have to do that. I'm happy to help. Besides, Dad's really busy this week, so I've got to step in for him.
Yeah, Sumire's smart, so I'm sure he'll have no problems either. We should just do what we can.
Megumi, why don't we buy some ice cream at the convenience store in the corner? You like grape-flavored ice cream, don't you? I wonder if they have any.
Oh, ice cream? That sounds great. What do you want to eat, Grandma?
How about you choose something for me? I want it to be a surprise.
All right then. Hey, you bastard! You're the guy from the train station. Stop right there. I know. I'm gonna buy you a dark chocolate bar, Grandma. Adults love dark chocolate, don't they?
Oh, that sounds lovely. I can't wait.
Hey, quit ignoring me. Do you want me to punch your lights out? Just because you look like a girl doesn't mean I'm gonna treat you like one. Hey, idiot. I'm trying to enjoy a walk with my grandma here. I'll forgive you if you leave us alone, so get the hell out of our way. Shut it! You embarrassed me in front of all those people at the station. Someone uploaded a video of everything that happened, including when you threw me to the floor. Everyone on the internet's been calling me an asshole for bullying an old woman and laughing at me for losing so easily to a woman. And how are you going to pay for that? That's none of your business. It's your own fault for bullying Grandma, and you got what you deserved. Shut the hell up. It's her fault for walking around so slowly during rush hour. What kind of idiot lets their grandma go to the station during rush hour? You should just be happy that I didn't push her onto the tracks.
The tracks.
You bastard. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? How about I make it so that you'll never walk or talk ever again, huh? You want that? Huh? Like this, you little... The instant I tried to lunge my arm out to hit him in the chin, I could feel that Grandma had grabbed at my jacket.
You shouldn't do that. You should never use violence to solve a problem, no matter what the reason. Calm down before you hurt him.
But Grandma...
Let's get going. Just ignore him.
All right. Hey, just try and bother me and my grandma one more time, and you're gonna realize that being called an asshole on the internet is bliss in comparison to the hell I make you feel. You're gonna regret you ever messed with me. What? After that, Grandma and I held hands as we made our way to the convenience store. I had no memories of holding hands with my own grandma, let alone my own parents, so it was an unusual experience. It felt strange, but it also made me feel lonely and made me want to cry. I couldn't explain the mixed emotions that were stirring up in me. Oh, I found orange-flavored ice cream. This is Ayame's favorite.
Is Ayami one of your friends?
Yeah, she's really important to me.
Is that so? I'm so glad that you're having a lot of fun. I'm really glad. I was so worried about you. You only just graduated from elementary school when you decided to leave home to live at your middle school. It was so sudden.
Grandma.
You were still only 13. So young to make a decision like that. You were so young when you... No.
She collapsed to the ground and her entire body began shaking with tears. When rubbing her back didn't calm her down, I decided it was best to give her a piggyback and take her home. I explained everything that had happened to the owner of the butcher shop. He apologized and thanked me for bringing her home. No, I'm sorry. I'm the one the guy had a problem with, and if anything, I almost put her in danger by getting provoked by him. I'm really sorry about that. I should have been more careful. You don't have to apologize. But I think that she's finally understood that I'm not Megumi. After I scared that asshole away, she didn't call me Megumi once. So I think that his words must have had some impact on her. If that's so, I'll have to keep an eye on her. But this was the last day before she goes. It might actually have been good timing for her to realize. Yoshio, the three of us took turns knitting this blanket. We'd be really happy if you'd accept it as our present to Sane. I think it'll be perfect for the cold winter.
Oh my goodness, it's lovely. Thank you so much. Sanai, isn't that kind of them? You'll be so warm. Yes, I will. Thank you very much. You're very kind.
All right, then we'll see you, Grandma. Take care of yourself, okay?
Please, I don't want you to go see the fireworks. Please, don't go. Please, promise you won't.
Sane began to cry as she reached for Sumide's hand and held it tightly. Seeing how desperate she was, neither I, Yoshio, and his wife nor Sumide could say anything back to her pleas. I'm pretty sure that Sane understood that Sumide wasn't her granddaughter. She understood that Megumi wasn't here. There must have been something in her interaction with Sumide this week that helped her to realize it, but I couldn't bring myself to confirm my thoughts by asking her. Sumide got down on his knees to look Sane straight in the eye and took the other hand that Sane had in her lap. Don't worry, we won't go to see the fireworks display. No matter how many years pass, I'll make sure to come back to where you are, Grandma, every year. I'll visit you whenever I can to show you that I'm happy and healthy, and to make sure that you are too.
Do you promise? You've got to promise me.
What's wrong, Sumide? You look like you've been really deep in thought about something recently. Is something the matter? No, it's just, I was thinking that Megumi and I look pretty similar, right? You can't clear that up with looking pretty similar. You looked identical. You were doppelgangers. I feel like you must have some sort of blood relation somewhere. That must mean Ayame looks a little like Megumi too, right?
What are you talking about? Mommy? Dad?
Oh my god, how did I not notice that?
Sane, you've got a guest coming up to see you. I wonder who it might be.
Oh really? That's nice. It might be my son. But he didn't have to come all this way to see me. I'm fine on my own.
Hey Grandma, how are you feeling?
What? I must be... Are you Megumi? Are you really Megumi?
Yeah, it's me, Grandma. Did you forget? You came to collect me after the fireworks display ended, remember? I'm having so much fun at school and with my friends because you came to pick me up. That's why you don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm okay. Everything's okay, Grandma.
Megumi? Oh, I've missed you. Megumi?
It'll be nice if Sane is able to live a more peaceful life in this care home without any feelings of regret or perhaps guilt. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if this is the right thing to do or not, but that's all we can hope for. As you can see, we went to see Yoshio and his wife and asked them both if it would be okay to borrow their daughter's school uniform. When Ayame tried it on, it was a little big for her, but she really did look a lot like Megumi. We thought that it might cause them pain if they saw Ayame like this, wearing something that belonged to their only daughter, but Yoshio and his wife insisted. Please, could you let us see how she looks in Megumi's uniform? We want to see her. We couldn't say no to them and brought Ayame to the butcher shop to let them see how Ayame looked.
Oh, I'm really sorry for asking you to let me wear it.
No, thank you, Ayame. We really needed this. It feels like Megumi is back with us. We don't ever want to forget about her, but it's been so long. So having this chance to feel like she's close by again, it's very important to us.
Thank you. I'm so happy that you asked us to borrow Megumi's uniform.
After that, we came to see how Sane was doing in her care home. We found out from Yoshio that Sane's doctor found a late-stage cancer during the health checkup she had before they decided to put her in a care home. Her doctor advised Yoshio that she would only suffer if they tried to put her through cancer treatment, so that's why they made the decision to put her into a care home, in order to give her the chance to live the rest of her life in comfort. That's why Sumaya and I wanted to help relieve the regret and the pain she must have been feeling all this time, so that her final days would be a little more peaceful. We asked Ayame what she thought about the idea.
I know that I can't be a replacement for Megumi, but if I can help Sanye feel a little bit better and even a little happier by just being with her, then I'd be happy to.
And she gave her approval to be part of the plan. In the hospital room, Sane could only squeeze Ayame's hand and gaze at her as she repeated, thank goodness, over and over. Then, when she was finally tired from crying or perhaps relieved after seeing Ayame, she fell fast asleep. During the summer holidays, we took Ayame to see Sane once every week and let them spend some quality time together. They'd usually spend their time talking about what Ayame was up to at school, so there was probably a lot of things that didn't match up with what Megumi had been doing, but Sane listened intently to everything Ayame said, and looked as though she was having fun hearing how happy Ayame was. Then after some time, Sane would fall fast asleep. A few days passed in the same way until the summer break had neared its end, and Sane passed away quietly in her sleep. In her final days, she had gotten bouts of coughing, a high temperature, and was moved to a hospital where they helped reduce her symptoms. When they had her funeral, Yoshio and his wife invited Sumide, myself, and Ayame to attend so that we could say our goodbyes. When the funeral was over, Yoshio handed us a letter that Sane had written for us. My mother wrote a letter for Sumire and Ayame. I hope that you'll accept it as a parting gift from her. Of course, thank you. I'd like to read it right away.
Dear Sumire and Ayame, please let me apologize to you first. I took advantage of your kindness and forced you to become Megumi for my sake. I was too weak to accept that she was gone. When I first met Sumire, I really thought that you might be Megumi. But when you tried to teach that delinquent a lesson, I realized I came to my senses and was finally forced to face the reality that Sumire couldn't be Megumi. I wonder how I could have forgotten something so important. But it was too difficult, too painful to accept the truth of what had happened to her. I wanted to think that her death was all a bad dream and that Megumi really had come back home. And then Ayami came to visit me in the care home. I really was very happy. I knew straight away that it wasn't Megumi. But even so, it felt like I had been given the chance to see her again. And it really did make me so happy. I want to tell you how grateful I am for that happiness. Thank you. I hope that you'll both live a very happy life and wish you all the best.
My mother's dementia always came in waves. There were some difficult times, but there were also some moments of clarity. When she first met you, she was having a tough time flashing back to moments in her past, but when she met Ayame, she seemed to be thinking a lot clearer. She wrote this letter on the first day that Ayame came to visit her and told me that she wanted me to hand it to you on the day of her funeral. She wanted you to know how much the time she spent with you meant to her. Grandma. Thank goodness. Sane said that she was happy. You both helped her. Ever since Sane's funeral, our family has started a new tradition. Sumire, Ayame, and I go and visit Sane's grave once every month with presents of flowers and ice cream to tell her how we're doing. All right, we'll see you next month, Grandma.
What ice cream should we buy her next?
Oh, I know. I love Baagen Dots. You just want to buy it for yourself. Hey, I'm not talking about Hagen, the expensive one. I'm talking about the cheaper one. What's the problem? Don't be stingy. All three of us hold hands as we walk back home. Moments like these won't last forever, no matter how much we beg them to. But I hope that I'll be able to remember these happy memories when I'm old and wrinkly. That would make me very happy.